In this video, you're going to learn how to make a website in 10 minutes, step by step. By the end of this video, you're going to know how to make many different websites that look amazing, and you're going to be able to do it super quickly. Then you can take that website and you can customize it in any way you want and make it look like any website in the entire world. Alright, so let's get started with a plan of what we're going to do. So our plan is right here. It's easy. It's in 4 steps. We're going to get our domain name, get hosting, install WordPress, and create our website. A domain name is the same thing as your website name. So Facebook's domain name is facebook.com, Google's domain name is google.com. Without a domain name, there's no place for people to go to see your website. So you definitely need a domain name. It's definitely required in order to have a website. A domain name costs about $13 per year. The next thing that we need to get is hosting. Hosting is a computer that's on 24 hours a day that holds all of your website information. So it holds all of your content, it holds all of your images, it holds all of your text, it holds your logo. Everything that you see on a website is a computer that's on 24 hours a day that's holding all of your information, and that's what hosting is. So if you only had a domain name but no hosting, someone would go to your website but it would be blank. There would be nothing there. But with hosting, someone goes to your website and they see all the text and images and information, and all of the content is there. So again, hosting is a computer that you rent out from a big warehouse that has really fast internet so that your website loads really quickly, and that costs about $10 per month. In step 3, we're going to install WordPress. Again, WordPress is what's called a content management system. It's just a fancy way of saying it helps you manage all your content. So instead of having to know code like HTML and CSS, all you have to do is type and upload pictures, and it makes it really easy to create a website. WordPress is the most popular way to make a website in the entire world. And luckily for us, WordPress is free. The next thing that we're going to do is create your website. And because you're not paying a web developer thousands and thousands of dollars to create your website, you're actually doing it yourself. That obviously is also going to be free. So that is all of the necessary cost involved in creating your website. So just to start out, you're going to need to pay for that domain name, which is $13 a year, and pay for the hosting, which is $10 a month. So your initial cost to get your website on the internet would be $23. But I have a huge discount, and that's going to bring the cost down to $10.37. Now that may change and fluctuate a dollar here or there a little bit, but it should be around there. And I think that's a great deal to get yourself on the internet and broadcasting to the entire world. So the first thing that we're going to do is steps 1 and 2, and luckily we could do that at the same place, HostGator.com. So I'm just going to open up my browser and go to HostGator.com. That's HostGator.com. And I think HostGator is really great. I've been with them for about 12 years. One of the best things is that they have 24/7, 365 live chat support, or you can email them or call them, and the prices are really good. So we have all these options. We have web hosting, cloud hosting, WordPress hosting, etc. But we don't need to pay attention to any of them. The only thing we need to pay attention to is the regular web hosting. Now you might think, why not WordPress hosting? But that just adds a whole bunch of bells and whistles and things that you don't need. So we're just going to stick to the basic web hosting. So just go ahead and click on that. So once we do that, there are 3 different plans under web hosting. We have the hatchling plan, the baby plan, and the business plan. And what I recommend is the hatchling plan, because you can upgrade to a plan at any time you want. So if you want to go to hatchling to baby, you can upgrade anytime you want. If you want to go to baby plan to business plan, you can upgrade anytime you want. And I just think the business plan has way too much stuff. You don't need all of the stuff that it includes, and you can always upgrade later. So we don't need the business plan. So between the hatchling plan and the baby plan, the difference is the baby plan lets you have as many domain names or websites as you want. So you can have yourwebsite.com, your dog's website.com, your friend's website.net, your mom's website.org. You can have as many websites as you want, but usually people just start off with one website. So that's why I recommend the hatchling plan, and it is the least expensive, so that's also awesome. Alright, so all we have to do is click click sign up now. And now we have two options here. We can register a new domain, or you can say I already own this domain. So if you bought your domain name already, or your website name already from a place like GoDaddy, and you've already purchased it, then you're going to want to click I already own this domain and fill it out right here. But if you're purchasing a new website name or domain name, then you're going to want to enter it in right here. And here we can choose the extension type. So I usually go with .com, but you can do .online, .site, .store, .website, .tech. Sometimes the .com is not available, so you can use the other ones, or sometimes it's just kind of cool to have a .site or a .online or a .tech. But that is totally up to you. And once we choose our .com, .net, .org, it's going to ask you, do you want all these other ones? And my advice is no, you don't want all these other ones. They just want to put on and add on some more money. I don't feel like people are going to try to get your same website and copy you. That just doesn't really happen. And so you don't need to do it. The next thing that we have here is domain privacy protection. And what this does is it hides all of your information. So when you buy or purchase a domain name, people can see all of your contact information, like your name and your email and your address. But a lot of people don't like that. I think it's fine personally. But if you don't want that, you can add on domain privacy protection. But I trust people, so I'm just gonna unmark that and continue on. Next, it says choose a hosting plan. We've already picked the Hatchling plan, which is great. And now it wants to know the billing cycle. So basically for this, the longer that you commit to, so if you pay 36 months up front, you're going to get a bigger discount, but it's going to cost you more up front. And the shorter amount of time that you commit for, say 1 month, it's going to cost you less up front, but you're not getting as big of a discount. So it's really up to you, but I'm going to choose just the month-to-month option, so it costs me the least amount of money up front. Next, choose a username and security PIN and enter in your billing information. Alright, once you do that, you have the option to pay with credit card or PayPal. I'm just going to choose credit card, put in your info and the expiration date. Then it's going to ask you if you want to add on additional services. And again, I don't find that you need it because you can always add them on later if you find that you do need it, but you probably won't need it at all. So I'm just going to uncheck those. Then we can see that the amount due is $25.95. But if we put in save code and click validate, we can see that the amount due goes down to $10. Now this is my code and I do get credit for it, so thank you very much. And it is the biggest discount code that there is, and I appreciate you putting it in because it gives me credit and helps me make these free tutorials. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. Alright, I'm just going to scroll up because sometimes they add on the domain privacy protection after you add on the coupon, but they didn't this time, so that is good. It's $10.37. And we can review our order. We have 24/7, 365, phone, live chat, and email support, account activation, money back guarantee, your domain name, and our Hatchling plan. Alright, now you can click I have read and agreed to the terms of service and click checkout now. And you are done signing up for hosting. The next thing that we're going to do is install WordPress. All you have to do is go and click on Marketplace, and we can scroll down until we see one-click installs, then click one-click installs. Once we do that, we're going to see WordPress, and that's what we're installing, so we're going to click on WordPress. And then it's going to ask us to search for our domain name. So just choose the domain name that you want to install WordPress on, and make sure this directory here is blank, because if something is in it, then it's going to install WordPress on yourwebsite.com/something instead of just yourwebsite.com. We can take a look down here and we can see that their pros will do it for you for $3.99 or $1.99 or $99, and I'm going to show you how to do all of this and more, so you're definitely saving a lot of money. So once you're ready, just click on next. Then enter in all your information like your blog title, your admin user, your first name, last name, and email address. Agree to the terms of service, and click install. Now that your installation is complete, we can open up a new tab, go to yourwebsite.com/wp-admin, and here you can log in. You may have to wait a couple of hours for your website to work, but if we see this login screen, that means our website is working. So just copy over your username and password and click login.
Once we've logged in, we can exit out of here. So right now we want to change the theme of our website. The theme of our website is the same thing as the design. The design of our website right now is pretty plain and boring, so we want the design to be much better. So to do that, we can go to Appearance, then Themes, then click WordPress.org Themes. Once you do that, you can type Astra, A-S-T-R-A, then click Install. After that, click Activate. Now that we have our theme installed, the next thing that we're going to do is delete all of the unnecessary plugins or unnecessary things that are on your website. That's one of the reasons why you're seeing all of these pop-ups, because the hosting company installs all of these things that you really don't need. So just click on Plugins, then click this plugin box, and it will select them all. Then from the drop-down, choose Deactivate and Apply. Then click the plugin box again, and choose Delete and Apply. Once you do that, all of the unnecessary plugins that are automatically installed will be deleted, and your website will start fresh and clean. Once we do that, we can add our own new plugin. So click Add New, and this one is called Astra Starter Sites. What this is going to do is allow you to import an entire website as a starting point. Of course, you can always change the design to anything that you want. You can almost make literally any design that you see on the internet or anything from your imagination. Then click Install Now and click Activate. Then let's click See Library. And we're going to be using the Elementor page builder. So just click on Elementor. And now we can see all of these different sites that we can import in one click as our starting point. One of my favorites is Outdoor Adventure. So we can just click Preview, then click Install Plugins. This is going to install all of the things that we need to build the site, like a contact form and Elementor, which allows you to visually change your website. Then click Import this site and click OK. It might take about 20 seconds for it to complete, and once it's finished, all you have to do is click Done and View Site. And now we can see we have a beautiful, amazing website with all of our pages imported. And remember, you can change anything on the site. We can click on our About page or our Contact page, and it looks amazing. Now we can go back home and we can start editing the website. So let's just close this right here, and then we can click Edit with Elementor. Once we do that, we can edit anything in here and make it look like any website that we want. On the left side, we have all of these different widgets, and you can drag any of them onto your website. So if we add a new section by pressing this plus button, we can add things like text headings, images, a text editor, your own video, a button, a divider, a spacer, and we can adjust the space. We can add in our own Google Maps or an icon. We can also add an image box, an icon box, a star rating, an image gallery, an image carousel, pretty cool, an icon list, a counter, a progress bar, a user testimonial, some tabs, an accordion, a toggle, social media icons, an alert box, or some music. Basically, we can add anything that we want and make our website appear like any other website or any website from our own imagination. You can also press Ctrl-Z on a PC or Command-Z on a Mac to undo all of that. Once you've added any of the widgets that you want, you're going to want to change it so that it has your content and not the default content. To do that, all you have to do is click on any of the parts of your website and put in your own content. For example, we can change the title, a button text, where the button links to. I'm going to have it linked to our contact page. We can scroll down and change this quote. We can change this title. We can change this image box. and the image within it. We could change this button right here and where it links to, and the description. And scroll down, we can change this title. And scroll down, we could change this image. And we can change this button. So that was changing all of the content. Now we're going to change all of the style. The style is like what it looks like. To do that, just click on what you want to edit and choose style. And we can click on typography and change the font size. And we can click on a button and go back to style and choose the color. We can choose any color that we want. I'm just going to go with this one. We can click on an entire section, go to style, click on the image. We can upload our own file, of course. Select an image, click open and insert. And now we have our own image in there. We can change the position. And with the background overlay, we can change how light or dark it is. We can scroll down and click on the quote and go back to style and go to typography and change the font. I'm just going to click on railway and we can change the color and you can make it any color that you want. We can click on the name and go to style and change the text color. Then we can go to the entire section and go to style and change the color of the entire section. That looks pretty cool. We can again click on any section, go to style, go to background overlay and delete it. Then we can add in a video background if we want. And you can choose any YouTube video or any video that you want. That looks awesome. We can go to background overlay again and we can make it darker or lighter and change the opacity or how see-through it is. Then we can click update and see our customized website and all of our changes are there. And we can do this on any page or make new pages. This video should be everything that you need to get started. I hope you loved this video and it made creating your website really easy and fast. Please remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. Thank you so much.